with a look at some moves on the hardwood that we aren't as used to seeing, led by SMU stars Shake Milton and Jeray Foster, and the Mustangs hope to do a lot more dancing as the season rolls on, deep into March. I'm Haley Outen, thanks for tuning in to an all-new episode of The Rise. It was a busy week on the hardwood in American hoops, as Cincinnati and SMU both went 2-0 to help set the stage for a massive matchup at Moody on Sunday. Cincinnati won games at Tulsa and versus UConn, with Troy Copane saving the Bearcats down the stretch in Tulsa, scoring 5 points in the final 38 seconds, including the go-ahead basket with 4.4 seconds to play. On Saturday, Kyle Washington's career-high 27 points and Gary Clark's double-double lifted Cincinnati to its 22nd straight win at Fifth Third Arena. For their efforts, the Bearcats climbed to number 11 in the AP and USA Today coaches polls. In Dallas, SMU re-emerged into the top 25 after a 2-0 week against East Carolina and Tulsa. With a career-high 27 points at Tulsa, senior Sterling Brown earned American Player of the Week accolades for the first time in his career. The senior averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists on the week, opening with a 15-point, 9-rebound effort against the Pirates. At Tulsa, Brown went 9 of 15 from the floor as SMU improved to 10-1 in the American. The win was Brown's 99th with SMU, extending his program record one better than teammate Ben Moore. Entering the week, SMU sits one half game behind Cincinnati in the American standings as the teams have combined to go 31-2 since December 1st. The Mustangs' lone loss in that span came in a 2-point defeat at Cincinnati on January 12th, a game in which Gary Clark's 18 points led the Bearcats. Before the teams meet on Sunday, they will both have stiff midweek tests. Cincinnati will look to extend its winning streak at home to 23 games on Wednesday when Taco Fall, Matt Williams, and BJ Taylor lead UCF into Fifth Third Arena. Williams is 8 three-pointers from tying the American single-season record, while Fall is still on pace to break the NCAA field goal percentage record. On Thursday, SMU will travel to Philadelphia where Temple awaits. The Owls have won 2 straight games behind a balanced attack. 4 players were in double figures in the Owls' win at Temple, while all 5 starters had 10 or more points on Sunday against USF. With teams in 3rd through 7th sitting within 1.5 games, it should be another frantic and fun week in American hoops. Over on the women's side, the conference received a pair of national accolades this week as UConn and Temple players were cited for major awards. Temple senior Fayonda Fitzgerald was named one of 10 finalists for the Nancy Lieberman Award, given to the nation's top collegiate point guard by the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Fitzgerald is in the midst of her best season yet in Philadelphia. She is averaging over 16 points and over 7 assists per game, with her assist number ranking 8th in the nation. The guard has helped lead Temple to a 17-5 overall record, including 7-2 in American Conference play. The Owls are receiving votes in both national polls. UConn junior Gabby Williams and sophomores Nafisa Collier and Katie Lou Samuelson were added to the Wade watch list of candidates for the 2017 Wade Trophy, as announced by the WBCA Selection Committee on Monday. Williams, Collier, and Samuelson joined junior Kia Nurse, who was named to the Wade watch list back in December. Those 4 Huskies stand atop UConn's current leaderboard, all averaging double-figure point totals. The Wade Trophy, now in its 40th year, is the oldest and most prestigious National Player of the Year award in women's college basketball. Speaking of Collier, she earned Player of the Week honors yet again this season after shooting an impressive 82% from the floor during a 2-0 week for top-ranked UConn. Tulsa forward Kendrian Elliott was named the Freshman of the Week for the 2nd time this season, as Tulsa split a pair of games against East Carolina and UConn. Elliott opened the week with a personal best 27 points and earned her 3rd double-double with 13 rebounds in last Tuesday's win over the Pirates. And over to football, where the country witnessed one of the most impressive comebacks in Super Bowl history as the New England Patriots were victorious in Houston on Sunday night against the Atlanta Falcons. And the member schools of the American Athletic Conference played a small part. The Patriots practiced at the University of Houston in the week leading up to the game, which was a nice homecoming for linebacker Landon Roberts, who was a first-team American Athletic Conference selection in 2015 with the Cougars and a key part of Houston's Peach Bowl championship team. Roberts had 2 tackles in the Super Bowl, becoming the 3rd player to have played in the American to earn a Super Bowl ring. He joins former Tulane defensive backs Lorenzo Doss and Torian Nixon, who were members of the Denver Broncos' 2015 Super Bowl team. Patriots kicker Steven Gostkowski, who played collegiately at Memphis, had 2 field goals as New England mounted its comeback, and former Navy center Joe Cardona contributed as the Patriots long snapper on 7 plays. For Atlanta, former East Carolina wide receiver Justin Hardy had 17 yards on 2 kickoff returns against the Patriots and was involved in 26 plays on offense and special teams. Wide receiver Aldrick Robinson, formerly of SMU, was involved in 10 offensive plays. Congratulations again to the 2017 Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Over to softball, where it's hard to believe it's already that time. The season gets underway this week with all 7 American teams in action. USF, who is ranked in both major polls to start the season, opens their spring campaign at home on Thursday, hosting the USF Wilson DeMarini Classic. USF outfielder Julie Weber was named to the top 50 watch list for the 2017 USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year Award. Weber, the 2016 American Conference Player of the Year, led the team and league with a .406 average over 61 games last season. UCF and Tulsa are receiving votes in the national polls heading into opening week. The Hurricane will celebrate their 25th season of softball this year. Last March, Tulsa won its 700th career game and went on to capture the school's 10th conference championship while making its 8th NCAA postseason appearance. We mentioned that the week ahead could see some drama on the hardwood in terms of the conference standings. Up next, we get to know a team that is looking to make up some ground heading into March. Stay with us.
We are American. We operate from a place of power, a place where what goes up doesn't necessarily come down, where the laws of physics are thrown out the window and high off the glass. It's power that moves us forward by leaps and bounds, the kind of power that brings the house down so the house can rise up. That's power. We are power.
With a couple of tough tests on the slate this week, Temple will look to keep the momentum rolling, coming off back-to-back conference wins. The first challenge comes at home on Thursday night as they welcome 25th ranked SMU to the Liacouras Center. While Temple hasn't achieved the start in conference play that they had hoped for, they have had success twice this season against ranked opponents. Figuring out the recipe for winning is just part of the fun for 11th year head coach Fran Dunphy.
I think that's why we do what we do, trying to play, who should start, who should come off the bench, what's your strategy like with 5 minutes to go in the game and you've got a 3-point lead, and how are you going to try to plan the next 5 minutes of your life and these kids' lives as well. So it's challenging, it's daunting, it's exciting, it's all of those things.
Daniel Dingle, who hit a career best 6 of 7 3-pointers versus USF, has reached double figures in scoring in 12 of the last 14 games. But Coach Dunphy needs his veteran leader to do much more than shoot the long ball.
Daniel Dingle, we need his versatility. He can play a number of different positions. He's a pretty good playmaker. He gets in streaks where he makes a whole lot of shots in a row, which is what I hope he gets in a lot of those streaks. But he's a good man. He really adds a lot to our team in terms of his personality, his way.
Versatility, I feel like I can play more than 2-3 positions. Whatever the team needs, score the ball, rebound the ball, defend the ball, assist the ball, whatever it needs. So, yeah, I describe my game as being versatile.
Senior Mark Williams has also been a role player throughout his career at Temple, but he has come in off the bench to make a big impact the last several weeks for the Owls. Having appeared in over 100 games for Temple throughout his career, it's been an honor for Williams to put on the cherry and white.
It means a lot. Just when we see guys like Aaron McKee, Lynn Greer, we see the Raheem Matts, all these guys bleed cherry and white, and we love it, So, when we see those guys in the gym, it just lets us know that, even after you leave Temple, you still bleed these colors and you still care for the university.
Mark Williams is our most vocal player, and we need that voice that he brings to the table, whether it's on the weak side defensively and he's talking to all the people that are in front of him, or he is leading us in terms of helping a younger player come into the our team and understand what the culture is. He needs to provide that the history of the culture of Temple basketball.
If what the seniors on this year's team have taken away from Dunphy on the hardwood isn't enough, it's the lessons they will remember once they graduate from Temple that may reside the most.
First and foremost, great guy, great man. Learned a lot of things from him off the court and on the court. He can be tough on you at times, but you know that it's all for the greater good.
Any funny stories about Coach? I remember my first day I just got to Temple, and I thought I wasn't going to play right away, or I wasn't confident in myself right away, and I was ready to leave. And he was like, "You haven't played one college game yet. You don't deserve anything. Like, you got to work for everything." And I think that was funny. But the way he said it, I think that really changed my whole perspective. Like, you really have to work for everything you get.
Well, I think for all of us who are in coaching, if you said, would you rather play or coach, I'd rather play. But I can't play anymore, so coaching and getting that competitive fix is what we all need. It's just you're buoyed by the competition piece. You know, that you can put your team together and play against all these other teams that are out there that are put together by some really, really good coaches, and that competitive spirit is probably as much fun as it is. And then watching these guys come together and accomplishing something it's awesome to see their faces when they get that success going on.
While the Owls find themselves below 500 in conference play, they have a chance to pick up 2 impressive wins this week, all starting on Thursday night at home as they welcome the nationally ranked Mustangs to Philadelphia. Tip-off is set for 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Then they'll hit the road for a Sunday matchup at Memphis. That one is scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. That's all we have for you on this week's episode of The Rise. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week.